In a frustrating but unsurprising move, the Supreme Court of the United States will now be hearing whether or not states have the power to ban conversion therapy. Or rather, should I say, torture towards queer people. Because conversion therapy is just a fancy euphemism for torture as per the UN. For those who don't know what conversion therapy is, it is a torturous practice meant to try and force people to not be queer, to not be gay, lesbian, trans. That's what it is. And dozens of states have banned this practice because it is ineffective, of course, but also leads to massive amounts of people taking their lives. It's essentially a faith-based practice meant to masquerade as some sort of pseudoscientific practice. But what it does is that it's meant to try and reinforce shame over one's identity and attraction. There were entire groups called the ex-gays back 10, 20, 30 years ago, but even then, they will tell you that it was all BS, as most, if not all of them, have gone back to their original orientation, as of course they did. It's like if you tried to do conversion therapy on, let's say, my Arabic identity. You can't not make me Arabic. I am. The same way you can't make me not be a lesbian or not trans. I just am these things, and it is an inherent trait of myself. But now the Supreme Court of the United States is going to decide on whether or not states have even a right to stop this torturous practice. So much for the states' rights, people, right? The case is called Childs v. Salazar and was brought forward by Kaylee Childs, who's a counselor, and she's being backed up by the Alliance Defending Freedom. If that rings a bell, it is the people who managed to overturn Roe v. Wade. The ADF is a racist, misogynistic, transphobic, homophobic alliance organization, and you know what? You are the company you keep, Kaylee. She wants to offer these services. She wants to be able to torture people who are queer. You can try to hide it under niceties and euphemisms, Kaylee, but you are trying to practice torture over your clients. It's all disguised under this religious freedom and First Amendment freedom, which it is not. You do not have a right to torture people, no matter what the belief is. Is that really hard to comprehend? Not to torture people? Either do not torture people or get better beliefs.